Hey guys, Desolate Magic here, and you know I've been playing Magic for a long time. You probably have as well. And you know what? I think it's time for Festivus in July. I mean, it's August 1st, but like, whatever. And it's time for the airing of the grievances. It's just time to have a little fun and poke a little fun at the different things in the Magic world that drive us nuts. Number 1, double sleeving. Just double sleeving at all. Oh, you want to trade that? Oh, okay, just get the card out of your double sleeve. Oh, you're having trouble shuffling your deck? It's probably the double sleeving. Oh, wow. A $72 commander deck in $60 worth of sleeves. You don't see that very often. Oh, it doesn't fit in your deck box. I wonder what could be the determining factor there. What do you think? But then on the flip side, we've got people who don't respect, I guess you'd say, card integrity and quality, which when I think Magic the Gathering, the last thing I think of is card quality and integrity, but the people who are just using like these worn out sleeves, or they don't sleeve them, or they take them out of the pack and they're all messed up on the table, they pick them up with their fingernails, they just don't seem to care to keep them in near mint condition. I don't know if it's just me, because I used to open and sell cards like crazy in very high volumes, thousands of dollars every set, but like, that stuff drives me nuts. I don't care if it's a 5-cent common or a $20 rare. You get like snack crumbs on it, and you start damaging the edges, just carelessly handling it. I don't understand that. It drives me completely insane. It's just something you fundamentally don't do, no matter what the value of the card. Now here's the one. I have mentioned this so many times, and people go nuts in the comments because they're like, yes, I have seen that. People showing up with a $2,000 deck in a $1,000 car. Get your priorities straight, all right? That thing could use some new tires. It's actually a hazard to yourself and your family and everybody around you. But no, people won't respect you unless you have the Judge foil promo of that in your commander deck. I mean, what do you call these people? Stupid, careless, just bad at budgeting? I mean, you know who I'm talking about. Like, literally, his name was Eric. Like, they literally know who I'm talking about. Y'all act like we didn't know where you work, bro. You can't afford that shit. The next one, net deckers, just ruining the game for the last 30 years. Not much else you could say. And net decking isn't, I don't enjoy deck building, so I went online, found something that was competitive but kind of fun and suited to my personality, and then built it. That's just whatever, okay? They got whole commander products for you know what I mean? The people who don't care about fun, enjoyment, interesting scenarios, unrepetitive gameplay, none of that matters. Nothing matters other than winning, showing off to people by winning, because of course everybody thinks you're the greatest, and you don't care if it's some single win con 50 turn nightmare that's going to go one single match in a 50-minute F&M round. You don't care. You're there to win. You don't care about the insults, the people's enjoyment. You don't care about expanding the community, teaching your friends to play. You care about winning. You want the prizes to recover how much you spent on your stupid overpriced net deck, and you want to win because you're a shallow, pathetic person. That is a net decker. That is the definition. Those people are toxic. For every one of those at F&M, there's 10 other people that don't show up because of them, and WotC just refuses to do anything about them because that's the only people they rub elbows with at the tournaments, They think that tournaments and pro players are real life just because people like that occasionally show up to F&M. Nah, dude. That's why I lost the casual market, guys. Trade sharkers, the people who it's usually the people in the $1,000 cars or the $2,000 decks who want everybody to think, oh, they always win because they're the best, when really they always win because they run the most obnoxious tier 1 deck with the most broken crap that they know is going to get banned in a week. Well, they got to recover the money that they spent that they can't afford, or their wife's going to, hit them with their purse when they get home. So they got to shark all the little kids. They got to say, oh, I don't think that's worth that much. Or you're on the wrong website. Oh, my phone says it's worth that much. Oh, yeah, show me. Oh, I plugged in the wrong card name. Sorry. Whoops. No, that one's not worth anything. That's not the special showcase frame, so it's not worth anything. I'll trade you these 30 useless cards for it because that adds up to $30. And somebody walks by, $100 card, by the way, don't listen to them. Trade sharks, man. What a bunch of dicks. To try and do that in person to your face. Honorary mention the people who try and return scam and just any kind of scam online. Return a fake and say it was a fake and keep the real one, all that kind of crap. Condition whiners and yeah. Next on the list, net deckers again. They made it on the list twice. Wow. That's so surprising if you know my channel. The play my way or get out of here people. I have had, it was Eric actually, say to my face, quote, you need to run better decks. You need to run things that are tier 1. I'm like, okay, all right. I ain't gonna put up with that. One, I lost because I got stuck at 2 lands, okay? There are 21 lands in my deck. My CMC is 2.8. What about building a better deck is gonna make me draw lands on time? I got land screwed, that's why you won, otherwise I would've won, okay? Furthermore, you just dropped 6 bills on that deck and you won 5 packs, okay? I dropped $32 on this deck, and I went on average about a third as much as you do in just pure, top 4 packs. Who really won? Like, who really financially had the higher return? You show up, you're never smiling, you're never joking, you're just super serious, you play because you're addicted and you feel obligated. You got nothing else going on. I know his home life was crap too, I heard that too. Car's a piece of crap, your teeth are all jacked up, your job sucks, everything about you sucks. Oh, but Magic though, your Magic collection, ooh, people respect you so much for that, So God forbid you play something fun that's like tier 1.5 and competitive but a lot cheaper, because that would be a better financial decision. No. You wouldn't be caught dead playing under tier 1 at a casual F&M with 20 people, some of which are kids. He has got to be kidding me, coming to my face, telling me that that's why I lost, because I'm not running tier 1. I told him I never run tier 1. That's a waste of money. I can win just fine with better skill and better like assassin decks, which is what I was famous for back in the day, that are designed only to beat tier 1. Couple weeks later, after rotation, he played goblins because that's all there was. There was just nothing. We had like 4 sets legal and they were in a block. There was no synergy. And I built a goblin sweeper deck. So everybody there built goblins. They were all like borrowing the decks to each other because they didn't actually have the money to like build it, which was kind of funny. And I just smoked him in round 1. He brought out like 4 goblins. I board wiped. Goblins -2. Goblins death trigger -3. Like it was horrific. He got so heated over it because he knew I built it specifically for him and everybody else there running that douchey shit that he left without saying anything after round 1. Probably could have went 4-1, but he couldn't handle losing to me. So next on the list, net deckers again, shocking. But after that, it just says Eric. People who are or similar to Eric. Oh, I should point out, oh my God, different Eric than Eric's Place. Eric's Place is where I played D&D. Everybody thought it was the name of a really cool LGS. No, it was just Eric's trailer in the trailer park. It was my friend Eric's place, like where he lived. Different Eric. Wait a minute. Was his name Eric? No, wait a minute. Hold on. No, not my friend. I know my friend's name. This is a while ago. I don't think his name was Eric. I think Eric was that annoying fat kid. Well, shoot, I don't remember his name. Pizza Boy. We'll call him Pizza Boy because I actually legitimately don't remember if his name is Eric. But yeah, the play my way or get out of here people, pseudo-elitist snobs. Go play Modern, okay? Back then, that was your area, all right? Leave F&M to the rest of us. Leave Standard Constructed to the rest of us. I think I already mentioned it, but the rarest card show-off people, where they're like, this one was only released in Japan at like this one thing. I'm like, dude, I can't read it. I didn't ask you the whole history of the card. It is 18 years old. I got it in a trade when I flew to Japan. I said, what does the card say? I don't want to know. Just translate it for me, for God's sake. We got 10 minutes left in the round. There is estimated to only be 500 of the... Oh, I'm about ready to slap this. Nobody thinks you're cool. Nobody looks at your trade binder and thinks you're cool. Nobody looks at your decks and thinks you're cool. Nobody loses to you with your overpowered control deck shit and thinks you're cool. Nobody thinks you're cool. We all resent you being there, 60 to 70% of the players at my old LGS from hell that I used to play at. You all just try hard wannabes, and we all know that you can't afford any of the shit you just walked in with. And if you could, we'd call you the stuck-up douchey rich boy who needs to spend his money on better shit. I might just put this in the LGS from Hell playlist, dude. That's pretty much what it is, man. It's bringing me back. Next up, weebs. I mean, they ruin everything. Oh, Japan is so great. Oh, yeah. They have such a great culture. Did you see this anime? I only watch the most obscure animes. If it was on Funimation, I don't watch it. As they're, like, wearing, like, a Trigun shirt. Like, come on. I'm a connoisseur of only the best anime. The Japanese culture is so superior. Shut up, weebs. And pretty much the same people, but pervs with pervy play mats. Why you gotta bring in the titty mats? What are you doing? Nobody wants to see that. First of all, you're driving the girls away. Second, everybody else is uncomfortable, all right? Nobody's gonna be like, yeah, man, oh, it's so manly. That's so cool. I like looking at that. I mean, I got about 3 human beings worth of testosterone in my bloodstream at any given time. But I came here to play Magic, okay, not look at, barely covered women. That's so offensive, demeaning, stupid, and it's pathetic. Like, I could see some dumb middle school bullshit where they're like, I'm drooling over girls now because I'm like that. And then most people grow out of it by the time they're in, like, high school. A grown-ass man, 25-year-old, showing up with their frickin' titty mat. What are you doing? It's usually the closet-dwelling, weirdo, Discord, terminally online anime snob weebs, too. Like, we get it. You're overcompensating. Dude, that playmat is your beard, okay? Look that one up. You want to show up with a playmat that tells me who you are and what you're into? Put some cat memes on there. Put the welcome to the internet graphics on there. Somebody actually had that one. You show up with a cat dressed as a wizard firing lightning bolts at shit? Like, we're friends. I don't even know you. Let's go. So next up on my list, we've got netdeckers again, and the last entry is Wizards of the Coast themselves, the most antagonistic entity in the history of the game. And before I even started my channel, okay, I'm not the originator of this. Magic the Gathering was called the best card game in the world, managed by the worst company in the world, and that has gone on since it was invented. So incompetent, so clueless, so slow to react, greedy, out of touch. They don't know what fun is. They don't understand the community. They just understand competitive, and they're so lazy at their jobs. Not to mention they're brainwashed, clueless liberals, which is funny because they're all rich white guys. They're all in their 50s plus now at this point. It's just sad. I got so much dirt on that company, but going back even like 20, 30 years, there's some reputations and some shit that went on at that company. My God, they never should have survived. They need to get that IP out of their hands and into, it would be some activist investor, unfortunately. Nobody would buy this just to, like, Elon Musk it, you know what I mean? Nobody would fire the Elon Musk it at them. So that's about it. Just had to get that off my chest. Let me know how many of these items on my list you have personally seen and are annoyed by, and what did I miss? Well, I made this list on my phone in 4 minutes while having food poisoning in the bathroom. Might as well be productive because that's the only thing that was going on that day. I guess that onion was out on my counter a little too long. Like, it looked fine. I don't even know if that's what it was, to be honest. So thanks for watching. Go subscribe to one of my other channels where I actually give a shit, and I'll see you guys next time.